Erin Andrews breaking down in court.
You know her body. And I saw it for 2 seconds and I was like, oh my God. And I shut it down.
Reliving the moment she first saw a naked video of herself online.
Dad, I'm naked all over the internet and I don't know what it is.
The popular sportscaster and co-host of Dancing with the Stars suing the man who secretly recorded that video, Michael David Barrett, as well as the owners and managers of this Nashville Marriott for $75 million, claiming the hotel made it easy for him to film her in the nude. The hotel maintains Barrett is a criminal who tricked them into gaining access. On Monday, Barrett's testimony was played in court.
I picked up the house phone and I called the operator and asked her, could I have Erin Andrews' room? They connected me so that I knew what room she was in.
Saying he was having money problems when he came up with a plan. Record video of Andrews naked in her hotel room on his cell phone through a peephole and sell it for money.
Waited till the shower was turned off. I pulled the plug out and waited for the opportunity.
Barrett pleaded guilty to stalking in 2010 and was sentenced to 30 months in prison. His video has been viewed nearly 17 million times.
I feel so ashamed. I'm so embarrassed.
It's a nightmare that doesn't stop.
Andrew's mother, Paula, described consoling her daughter.
It's not your fault. You're a victim. You've been assaulted. There was no calming her down.
Andrews admitting that her life now is far from normal, saying she's filled with anxiety, grief, humiliation, and horror.
I'm so angry. This could have been stopped. The Nashville Marriott could have just called me. It could have stopped this.
Now, Erin Andrews wasn't the only woman Michael Barrett recorded in a hotel room. He posted at least 10 more videos online. Robin.
At least 10 more. Eva, thank you very much. Joining us now, ABC News Chief Legal Analyst Dan Abrams here in the studio with us. And from Atlanta, you see Nancy Grace, host of Nancy Grace on HLN. Let's discuss, first of all, Nancy, Erin's testimony yesterday. Of course, she was quite emotional, as you would imagine. How will that play with the jury, do you think?
Well, I believe the jury is going to empathize with her. I don't believe that they're going to buy into a theory that she's some opportunist peddling a naked video, as many people have thought that she was in on this. I disagree with that. There are 7 women on this jury. I think that she was very genuine, and the fact that her parents are there in court, I think, is a secret weapon for the plaintiff. I think that the jury will side with her, and if they don't believe her, they'll definitely believe her mother.
Well, I don't think anyone is claiming now that she was out peddling this video, meaning that had been a concern of hers early on. People were speculating about it.
That's right.
No one in that courtroom is now saying that she was out there peddling the video. The question here, and why her testimony is so powerful and important, goes to damages, right? Because she hasn't really suffered professionally. When you're talking about damages in a case like this, typically you'll see someone say, look, I haven't been able to get another job. I've lost all of these opportunities. In this case, she can't argue that really because her career has continued to soar. And so what she has to say is, these are emotional damages. Look at how much I have suffered as a result of what he did to me. And that's incredibly powerful.
And the man is behind bars that did this, the stalker. We saw him via video, Nancy, in the courtroom. And I think people thought that he walked up to the front desk and he asked for Erin Andrews. That wasn't the case. And he described how he went to a phone, a house phone. How will his testimony, how will that perhaps help the defense?
Well, I think that what they're trying to argue, the defense will ultimately argue, is that the hotel really had nothing to do with it, that it's his fault. A criminal intervening act that they wouldn't know anything about. However, I find his testimony via videotape, and she left the courtroom when that was played, is going to be very powerful because it shows that anybody can get in. He would get in, then he'd go to a house phone and say, hey, I want to get in this room. But he actually specifically asked, apparently, to be near Erin Andrews. That is against all hotel protocol.
Here's the key to what may be the negligence, which is he goes into the restaurant, he asked for Erin Andrews' room. Apparently her room number then shows up on the screen. He then goes up because he now knows what the room number is, sees that the room next door is being made up, goes back downstairs and asks for that room. So he doesn't go and say, hey, I want to be next to Erin Andrews. But the negligence, as the case may be, it may be in the fact that the hotel had this system where you could literally call from the restaurant, call to ask for anyone's room, and the person's room number shows up on the screen.
So that can't.
Exactly.
System.
And you know what else, Dan, is really interesting? He apparently was out in the hallway for almost 5 minutes. He unscrewed the peephole and basically held his cell phone up and looked in. And being in the room next to her, he could hear the shower. And he knew when she was getting out of the shower naked. And that's how he pulled this thing off.
She was the victim. The question is just going to be the damages.
And how much.
And who should pay.
That's right.
Yeah.
Dan and Nancy, thank you very much. Appreciate that.